I'm Sahil. I'm 19. Too much better than that. I'm running a cryptocurrency by the name of Zelaa Coin. We did 100 million ICO, out of which we completed 73% of it in just a 5-month period. And that's majorly what we're all about. We're the third largest cryptocurrency ATM network in all of the world, having 120 Bitcoin ATMs all over the world. We are also very active in the micropayment space. We are the first micropayment application for cryptocurrencies, initially starting with Zelaa, moving forward to adding our support for other cryptocurrencies. Today I'm talking about decentralization in the most fun way. I will not throw facts, but yeah, let's try to make it fun and the teenage way. So I'll talk about three things today. First is Voldemort, second is the halo effect, third is the projects on X and Y axis. So let's get started with the first one, which is Voldemort. Can I have the next one? Okay. How many of you know Harry Potter? Can I show of hands? Okay. And you all know Voldemort, right? Show of hands, please. Yeah, cool. So Voldemort is the most significant person in the entire crypto and blockchain industry. I mean, if you think on it, this man created. So Voldemort was the first guy to have understood the concept of decentralization 1,000%. This intelligent wizard, what he did was he distributed his soul equally into 7 different Horcruxes, which was 7 different elements that he distributed his soul into. And which was a complete decentralized way. Now, if Harry Potter wouldn't have intervened and destroyed the Horcruxes, it would have been decentralized and it would have been entirely safe. And that is exactly what we try to achieve with decentralization. What this man accomplished in fiction, we're all trying to do in the real world. You know, when we talk about centralization, it's a very mad concept because you have multiple people trying to take away your stuff. You've got people who are trying to control the way you do or the way you operate things. Talking about the financial industry, not talking against banks, but apparently these people judge everything that you do. They have a complete network of what you do. They're aware of everything, basically, and you are in control of almost nothing. And that's why we need decentralization in the world, so that people can distribute their wealth, people can distribute or do peer-to-peer transfers on their own and control their funds on their own. Those are 7 Horcruxes that Voldemort distributed his soul into, which was basically the best methodology for decentralization back then. Let's talk about the halo effect now. So the Bitcoin halo. Now, halo effect is basically a theory wherein one person or one element judges the other element based on just one factor. One wrong factor, and you're judged completely wrong, and that's or completely right. That's the halo effect. Now, Bitcoin. There are different authorities, different elements to Bitcoin. There are different dignitaries who assess Bitcoin in a very different and in very specific order of perception. Now, if you look at it, Bitcoin has ups and Bitcoin has downs. Now, the entire blockchain has ups and blockchain has downs. Now, the down for banks is that they lose control. They lose control of monopoly towards fiat. The advantage to the individuals are that they are in control of their fiat and they can do whatever with it. No questions asked. Now, the halo effect is what keeps the market rising and what keeps it falling. As soon as there's something positive, it shoots all the way up. As soon as there's something negative, the market starts to dump. Now, that is the halo effect. Halo is basically a very strong concept in the entire industry. It's fun because apparently it's very amazing how much of a power can somebody have that they can increase a spike or a down in the price just by creating news, which is often called FUD in the industry. Now let's talk about projects on the X and Y axis. Now, everything in the crypto blockchain industry, if you look at it, has 2 different types of categories, which is the project, if you look at the x-axis, you have products for cryptocurrency mainstreaming. Now, these products basically are creating utilities to enable faster mainstreaming of cryptocurrencies, which is basically micropayments. You got different solutions. You got crypto loans, basically things that mainstream crypto. Then you got things on the y-axis, which are products that are making use of blockchain, to secure your designs or whatnot. These people are only using blockchain. They're harnessing the power of blockchain to develop and to create more robust solutions. Now, talking further about what we do. So we work on the X and Y both axes. To just give you a quick round of what we do, we got a micropayment solution called Zelaa Pay. Now Zelaa Pay is completely ZLC centric. We did not want to get involved with separate merchant networks. That's why we started working on our own merchant network, which is now having about 6,000 merchants all across the world using ZLC. Now, quick show of what we do. So there are almost about 100 plus merchants based out of Las Vegas who are accepting Zelaa Coin right now. The biggest one is a platform for exotic car rentals where you can rent a Bugatti, Ferrari, whatever using ZLC, paying them using the Zelaa Pay app. Going forward, now this is one of our most famous products. This is the cryptocurrency ATM that we have. The fun part is that the ATM supports Binance's BNB. The ATM supports Litecoin's, like LTC. The ATM supports almost, 100 cryptocurrencies and ERC20 tokens. We're making it easier for people to adopt crypto, and that's why we're enabling them to buy and sell crypto at the same point. You can use fiat, you can walk to the ATM, you can flash your public key or your wallet, and you can immediately buy or acquire whatever cryptocurrency you want to buy or obtain. You can also sell your cryptocurrency up to 10,000 pounds in a single transaction with a KYC on the machine itself. The entire transaction speed is almost 3 seconds as soon as you achieve that. And the best part is that you can withdraw your cash in a much safer and a much faster way. The halo effect for the cryptocurrency ATMs that we have is a 0% transaction fee. So there are exchanges, there are multiple platforms out there. Everybody's offering some sort of transaction fee. What we do is we take 0% transaction fee. So if you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you get $100 worth of Bitcoin in your wallet, no transaction fee at all. That's the only thing in the world that does that. Harness the power of advertising on the machines. So when the machine is not in use, there are advertisers advertising on the machine, and that's where we make money from. That's where we generate huge revenues from. Now talking about the machines, we already have about 120 of them across the world. Las Vegas, Thailand, Europe, London, most of the places in US, it's all distributed, and we do about $27,000 of Bitcoin transactions every week on this particular terminal. Moving forward, we're trying to create a decentralized galaxy, galaxy of products. And when I say products, it's basically a plethora of relevant utilities that we're trying to build for the ecosystem, and that we are already trying to put them out. Now, when I talk about ICOs, I'm on a panel next, which is basically raising ICOs. When I talk about ICOs, we started this in November 2017. We started putting out the machines, the development of the machines, and we started placing them in a lot of places across the world. We tested with 50 crypto vending machines. In February, we kicked off Zelaa Coin, and in March, we completed about $12 million in ICO sales. And then just recently, 2 months back, we completed 73% of it. And all the money basically is going towards development of the ATMs and scaling the network as much as we can. Because the higher the adoptability, the higher the demand would be. And that's why we're matching up the supply. Now, everybody in the blockchain industry it's a very fresh thing for the Indian people. Now, when I talk about India per se, it is basically all about jurisdictions, and regulations. But there's a huge demand in India, and if people can cater to that, if the dignitaries can allow companies in India who are innovating, I know about 100 plus companies who are doing great stuff in India. But if the governments allow us to unleash the full potential and support us like the other governments are doing, I believe that India would definitely be one of the biggest markets for cryptocurrencies per se. Having said that, we would see that at some point of time in the jurisdiction of India all over, but apparently till then, people are finding their ways in and out all over India. I've seen companies in India who are going abroad and settling down and starting their products so that they could start, mainstreaming crypto more. But having said that, even I myself being an Indian, but I'm still working this out of London. I stay in London and I do all of this. But if we unleash the Indian market and if we are allowed to place crypto ATMs in India, I think it's going to be the biggest game ever for anybody in India. And we just had the start of this. We are doing up to 1,000 ATMs by 2020. I hope that India is one of the countries that we start rolling out soon. Having said that, I would like to end this on a note that whatever you're doing, whatever we're doing, and if you're doing an ICO or if you're doing a product, make sure you have something solid before you put out an ICO, and not just raise funds on on concepts, because that's too much in this space. That's literally too much. There are a lot of companies out there who are actually doing good stuff, but they're overshadowed by companies who are just doing concepts and raising funds. So it gives a very negative effect to the real ones who are doing good stuff in crypto. So yeah, that's most of it. And I would like to end this on the note. Go check out ZelaCoin.com. You'll see more of what we're doing and more of what I do. So yeah, thank you.